I'm telling you, Logan's innocent.
What?
I know Logan. We practically grew up together. He was always the goody two-shoes. I just can't accept that he would do something like this.
Elsie, everyone saw him bomb the temple. And then the water tower, and then there's all the other stuff. I mean...
I just want to be sure. Please?
All right, what can I help you with?
See, I don't think he did this without reason. I want to take a look at his house, which is right here, and do some hands-on investigating. For the truth.
What do you need me for?
Because you're smarter than me, okay?
Don't sell yourself short, Elsie.
Oh, don't try to be nice, Mian. I'm dumber than a box of rocks. We all know it. The only way we're gonna learn all the facts is if I can get your help.
I do want to help, but I don't think we can just walk
So
in.
we're in agreement then. Hey, keep it down. You trying to get us in trouble?
Oh, shoot.
Move along. You didn't see nothing.
I guess we're breaking into Logan's house to look for clues as to why he went off the deep end and blew up the temple.
And we're gonna prove Logan's innocent too.
Yeah, sure. Hey! Why don't you join us, Elsie? I think we could use one more member of the team who's...
Oh yeah! Cool, calm, collected. Just like me. Alright, you made your point. You're in. But I better not hear about you squealing. Especially not to my pa.
Well, then, shall we? The sooner we get through this, the sooner I can fix that window.
Hunker in, you two. Spread out and look for clues.
Aren't you gonna do anything?
I already came in here a while back. I didn't find nothing. That's where y'all and them higher education brains of y'all's come in.
Alright. Let's look around then. Hey, what's this?
Oh yeah, I seen everything over there. Bunch of lame junk.
No, Elsie, this is a clue.
Huh? No way.
Yes, way. Take a look. I hardly recognize anybody in this photo. Is that Logan's paw? And that's probably his ma. How come I've never heard anything about her?
Sorry to interrupt, but how does this prove Logan's innocent?
Everything we find here is a piece of the puzzle. Every object tells a small part of a bigger story. Also, Logan is not innocent. I would really give that one a rest. However, learning the motives of everyone involved brings us closer to the truth. And there's one person in this photo who will be able to tell us all about what happened at this wedding. Exactly. Owen is here in the background of this photo. He was there. He must know more about Logan's past. Her first clue.
This photo is so old, I ain't even born yet. Hardly recognize anyone on here.
Well, I've brought my camera. Why don't I start taking photos of anything we find that's interesting? I can mail copies to you guys, then later we can ask people in town about what we find. But, try to be subtle. We're not supposed to be in here. All right, let's spread out and keep looking. Oh, what a lovely picture! Looks like it was drawn by Jasmine.
Okay, now y'all are playing around. What's a kid's drawing got to do with any of this?
Well, obviously, it shows us that, I think so as well. If Jasmine was friends with Haru and Logan, I mean, they can't be that bad, right?
When you like somebody and they do something to hurt you, that makes you double mad. That's why everyone wants to bring Logan in.
I think you're right, Elsie. Can you go talk to Jasmine later? Maybe she knows something we've overlooked. Howlett? Who could that be? Precisely, no doubt. The builder deduced this from the torn photograph and the initials H and C. H for Howlett.
Or someone just asked pretty much anybody in town. Everybody knows Logan's pa's name. I thought y'all were just playing around.
Yes, of course. Anyway, why is Logan interested in medicine? Somehow I don't see him as the type to shift from monster hunter to doctor. Why did he need to consult a doctor anyway? Well, despite the indecipherable handwriting, I can decipher that Dr. Fang probably wrote this prescription. Let's ask him about it later. These small bombs are meticulously crafted. The fact that they're made from everyday objects show that whoever made them had a good understanding of chemistry. Gosh, the standard of villainy really is pretty high around these parts, huh? Based on what I've heard about Logan, something like this is too sophisticated for him to have crafted himself. He must have someone really clever working for him, or backing him. Who's someone in Sandrock who does a lot of fighting? Someone who might know who's been setting Logan up with these improvised bombs. Bingo! Penn's seen his share of fights. I'm sure he'll know where Logan's been getting his bombs from. Hey, I know some of this stuff. Isn't this RVO's 100% organic Sandrock skin cream? And is this a recipe on how to make it?
You use beauty products?
Yeah, so?
I just always thought... Never mind.
Anyway, the products here are all unique to RVO's store. I kinda wanted to make some for myself, but he said they were all trade secrets. You're telling me Logan came up with the recipes?
Course not. Logan wouldn't concern himself with such meaningless pursuits. The nerd you seek goes by the name of... You got it. But, wait, why is this important again?
It means RVO got these recipes from Haru, which means RVO might know something. The more we learn, the more tangled things become. Logan and his friends seem to be talented people, and now they're putting those talents to use in the wrong place. Let's ask RVO what he knows. I don't think he'll be able to claim these as trade secrets anymore. This must be Logan's pause equipment, and Logan probably took the missing dagger. That's the only explanation that makes sense. What do you think? Well, you know, elementary and all that. I'm sure you figured that one out already too. But thanks anyway.
Hate to get in the way of y'all's mutual back-patting, but Logan and his father were monster hunters. Of course they had fighting gear.
Monster hunters who had their weapons forged by Hugo. Look at that insignia. I'll get you a picture of the equipment later. Can you go and show it to Hugo? Maybe he can tell us more about the father-son pair. This is an action plan for the bombing of the temple! Wow, I feel we found a key clue. But why does the plan feel like it's been rejected and changed?
This is all a bunch of malarkey. Logan would never come up with no plan. And certainly not a plan with no revisions. He just does whatever his heart tells him.
Elsie, you're a genius!
Huh? I am?
This map gives us a clue about Logan's... Well, it is just a map of town. I don't really see anything indicating where Logan might be now. This map gives us a clue about Logan's. Exactly! I can see it now. It's the wee hours of the morning. Haru, Logan's right-hand man, is scribbling madly on this map, begging Logan to see reason.
No, Haru, I'm a mean bandit guy and I do whatever I want.
Logan snatches Haru's plans right out of his hands, crumples them up and throws them onto the floor.
We're bombing the temple and that's that.
Hey, wait a sec. You just made all that stuff up. That'll prove a dadgum thing.
Yes, everything I just said was pure conjecture. I suppose I could be wrong about everything. I guess they could have crumpled up that map for any number of reasons. This does give me another idea, though. Logan's attitude towards the church. I think it would be worthwhile to ask some of the pastors what their view on all this is. Well, we searched everywhere, dusted every corner, and looked in every nook and cranny.
And we came up with diddly squat. It's a bunch of chicken scratch. Aw, phooey. Had me going there for a second.
Well, who knows? This could be exactly the break in the case we were looking for. The bombs, the medicine, Haru and Logan's past. It's all connected somehow. I just can't figure it out yet.
What's your take on all this? I don't know, partner. I think I need to take a breather. We've been doing this investigating thing forever. Let's give Mion some time to ponder on these here photographs, and perhaps we might reconvene at a later date.
Oh, okay.
Thanks again for believing in me. Sorry I made you guys do all this. I still think Logan's a good guy, though.
I hope you're right, Elsie. I know your heart is in the right place. And hey, don't talk like it's over. Maybe there really is something more we can do. All right, gang. Check your mailboxes for updates. Let's all head home. That was exhilarating! I never thought I'd...
Hey guys, hanging out in front of Logan's old house, I see.
Quick, say something
Say
smooth!
the word and I'll take him out.
Uh-oh, I better go then. You be careful now.
Whew, that was a close one. Nice work. All right, let's split up, gang. I'll provide updates for everyone via the mail. Check your mailboxes.
Thank you. I want to know how you can meet. So long.
Howdy! Did you get Mion's letter? Never mind, it's a bit of a chore. Here, check out these puppies. All the photos from yesterday. Yep, I'd probably steer clear of that mailbox of yours for today. But, even if you didn't and someone did write you a letter telling you to hold up on the investigation, you'd ignore it, wouldn't ya? 'Cause we made a promise to get to the bottom of all this, didn't we? Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to take these here photographs to the folk we talked about yesterday and find out what all they know. I'd take care of it myself, but to be honest, I can't rightly stand listening to half the folk around here for more than about a minute and a half. So the responsibility therefore lands squarely on you and your lonesome. With all this here evidence and whatnot, everybody'll have no choice but to spill the beans about what they know. At least, I assume that's how it works. So, you ready? Yeehaw! Knew I could count on you. Once we clear Logan's name, we'll be heroes. Maybe they'll hold a parade for us. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. I gotta get back to the ranch before my pa notices there ain't nobody keeping the yak mail company. Let's meet up at the Blue Moon once you've got the scoop.
Oh hey, you're diving today too, huh? Hey, check this out! A mysterious black box. It doesn't have a latch or anything, and I can't break it open either. Believe me, I tried. I have to know what's inside. It's driving me crazy! The box must be holding something inside. What do you think I should do? Sure, Director Chi knows all kinds of stuff. Maybe he's even encountered one of these things before. I'll stop by the research center tomorrow around 6 p.m. You should join me if you have time. Well, I've got enough ores for today, I reckon. Be seeing you.
there! What stroke of luck has brought you my way? Oh boy, it seems my secret supplier has been revealed. Yes. I told Mian that those recipes were company secrets, which was true. Only Haru and myself are privy to such knowledge. What? I was the only one left around here who knew how to make that stuff. I'm supposed to just give away my recipes like that? Come now, I've got to pay the bills too, you know? It's really so unpleasant what happened with Haru. Not only because I consider him a friend of mine, but also because of that great mind of his. He was always coming up with inventions and such. We had a really good deal. All the products he showed me how to make, I put up in my shop and we split the earnings. 50-50. I've even put aside what he'd be making. You know, if he ever comes back. Whatever would a bright and unassuming fellow be doing with a barbarian like Logan anyway? I say there must be blackmail involved. Haru would never turn against us on a dime like this. Well, friend, now that you know how to make the stuff, care to not spread it around too much? Hello there! What stroke of luck has brought you my way? That night? When Logan attacked the temple? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. I was just at home going through my inventory. I found out about all the commotion later, just like everyone else. Hello there! What stroke? I think it's great that you're looking into things. Haru can't be the villain they're making him out to be. He just can't be. I wish you luck in your investigations. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
If more people followed the light without question, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Did you hear that, Elsie?
Hey there! How you holding up? Wow. Where'd you dig up an old relic like that? Yep, that's me in the background. But I can't say I remember too much about this day. Oh, people were always getting married in the blue moon back then. Logan's ma. What was she like? I can barely remember her face if not for this photo. She skipped town not too long after Logan was born. Shocked everyone with that move. Hardly worth mentioning Logan's old man. Howlett took it the hardest. But you'd never have guessed it from this photo. Looks like a match made in heaven. Except for the tear down the center, I guess. When Howlett came back with the disease and was put in quarantine by the church, Logan really lost it. He started shouting for them to release his paw outside the temple door. Understandable. Howlett was all he had his whole life. Well, that's not completely true. I considered Logan a friend once. I really just hope he sees through all this madness and turns himself in. Then maybe the healing can begin. Hey there! How you holding up? Yeah, not that night. But he came into the saloon that day with Haru, and they were acting real strange, buying up a lot of supplies. It was later that I heard that they blew up the temple in an attempt to get Howlett out, and the old man died in the blast. Frankly, even if Logan did manage to get Howlett out of quarantine, it would have endangered us all with the disease. Real sad story. Other than that, though, I'm afraid I don't know much of anything. Hey there! How you holding up? So you're trying to find out more about Logan, huh? Yeah, I don't blame you. It's all pretty weird. Never heard of a decent fella going bad so quick like that. My hope through all of this is that nobody else gets hurt. Well, good luck with whatever it is you're doing. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
I want to be a pastor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, tell this to the Sandrunning Emperor.
Hey Hey, it's Skinny Arms. How can the Protector serve you today? What's that? Making bombs now, are we? Ha! Finally! You're getting into building cool stuff. I meant to say something to you about all those lame screws and boards and, Oh, I see. Yes, now that you mention it, I believe I have seen these kinds of bombs before. Yes. It's coming back to me. That foul Logan's paramount compatriot used those kinds of bombs as his weapons of choice.
Technology helps
A
architecture.
bit cowardly, if you ask
What
me.
lets a builder like
If
me
you
do
don't
it?
have the guts to look someone in the eye as you punch them in the teeth, well, in my book, you shouldn't be fighting at all. Furthermore, these puny things would hardly scathe a indomitable chevalier such as myself. Hey, it's Skinny Arms. How can the Protector serve you today? Aha, trying to track down that dastardly Logan, are you? Good on you, Skinny.
Now that's what I
If
call
you do find out where he is, why not tell me first? Skip the civil corps. Skip the paperwork, you know. Make sure Logan gets some real justice. No. I thought we were doing extrajudicial stuff already. It's not such a stretch from what you're doing now. Fine. What do I know?
Let's just not go overboard
Let
with that.
me think. The night Logan attacked our temple, I was at home pumping iron. Yes, I believe I was trying to perfect a 300-kilogram clean and press with one finger. But my darn palmar interosseous muscle was acting up. As soon as I heard the explosion, I rushed out of my room to see Burgess knocked out. That's something I see all the time, but what really caught my attention was the exploded temple. I managed to catch a glimpse of Logan riding away with someone, but they were too far gone for me to pursue. Maybe it really is time for me to get a loyal steed to call my own. Nah, I'll just keep training to run faster. Well, I hope you enjoyed listening to my story as much as I enjoyed telling it. Say, Skinny Arms, you're a good listener. I'll have to tell you stories more often. Hey, it's Skinny Arms. How can the Protector serve you today? No more questions, I agree. There's a very good chance there's something around here that could aid in Logan's apprehension. Do let me know if you come up with anything good.
Thank you.
As long as we can use
Hey, we get it.
Wow, I didn't know that.
This sermon is so much different than in
Hey,
Tall Sky.
are you okay?
In theory.
Oh, this. I never should have drew this. If I knew what was going to happen, I never would have. We used to go on lots of adventures. Then Logan changed. He didn't care about me or my mom or anybody. My mom said if things get better, we were going to rebuild a school in Sandrock.
When is this dang
But things got
sermon
worse
gonna
because
end?
of Logan. Now I'm the only kid in town. He told me right before the incident everything would be okay. He lied. Wow, I didn't know that.
Oh, hi! You're looking kind of serious. Oh, gosh. You want to know about that night? Well, let me think. Everything is a bit fuzzy for me. I was taking the late shift, helping out with patrols, making sure nobody snuck in to see old Howlett, who was being quarantined. It was a stressful time for all of us, but obviously Logan was affected the most. Sure enough, he showed up and, The last thing I remember is me politely explaining to him that going into the temple right then was against the rules. Then everything went black. When I woke up, everybody helped me to my feet and wanted to know what happened, but I didn't really see anything. It's all very sad. I can't help but think if Logan hadn't acted so irrationally, perhaps his father would still be... Some things are best not to dwell on. What happened happened. No one wanted it to be this way. Blaming anyone won't bring him back. I think the sooner Logan accepts that and takes responsibility for what he did, well, perhaps the sooner we can have him back in the flock. Maybe the reason no one's talked about this much since you've been here is we are all really sad about the way things turned out. Maybe some people also fear that it's something they did that drove Logan down this path. Logan will come back to the light one day. I'm sure of it. Just make sure to stay safe out there. And remember, we're all in this together, so don't hesitate to ask for help.
This is what people ought to be hearing.
Yeah, this sermon is off the rails.
Yeehaw! Hey, this looks pretty good. You sure you didn't nab it from some highfalutin pro shop? Gosh, I feel all the rain clouds being chased away. I can't wait to get back out on the trail and try this thing out. Here's your pay as promised. Be seeing ya.
You're looking into the Logan incident, eh? Dreadful stuff. Quite displeased to see things turn out the way they did. Not to mention the fallout since. But it can't be helped. To be blunt, if Howlett had stayed out of the ruins we all know are too dangerous to explore, he'd still be alive. Yes, I made the decision to put Howlett under quarantine. Yes, it did enrage Logan and drive him to madness. But I did what was best for the town, and I'd do it again if I had to. It's not a pleasant tale, just like the state of our world, unfortunately.
Howdy there. Any news to report on the water tower? Goodness, now wherever did you find this? You know, you don't need to be sneaking around, acting all suspicious if all you're after is information. Yes, this makes sense. Although I must admit, this shows a level of organization from Logan I can't say I was aware he might be capable of. No doubt you started to put things together since your arrival, but perhaps you'd best hear the tale in its entirety to dispel any misconceptions you might have about the whole ordeal. Not too long before you started living in Sandrock, a great tragedy struck this town. Howlett, the monster hunter, and his son Logan, with whom you are already quite familiar with, ran into some trouble. Howlett went diving in some ruins explicitly blocked off by the Civil Corps due to an abundance of unknown and dangerous substances. Sure enough, he became contaminated with something bizarre. Logan reacted rather wildly after Pastor Miguel quarantined his father inside the temple and refused to let Logan come in contact with him due to fears of contamination. He couldn't believe his father would be so careless as to come in contact with dangerous Age of Corruption concoctions. One night during the quarantine, Logan attacked the temple with bombs. I assume it was to free his father from the quarantine. But whatever the case, Logan botched the operation and parts of the temple collapsed. Us church folk were all outside, but Logan's father was still in there where we'd left him, and when we found him down there, he was already gone. Logan blamed us church folk for what happened, and now he seems bent on some kind of revenge. And he'd sooner take down the whole town if it means getting to us, I reckon. Howdy there. Any news to report on the water tower? Well, of course, I was there at the scene of it all, as were most of us. I came out after the explosion, but by the time I knew what was going on, Logan was long gone. Howdy there. Any news to report on the water tower? I appreciate your concern on the matter, but I fear there's not much we can do but trust in the acumen of our Civil Corps to bring Logan to justice. Without hurting him too much, I hope. Try not to get discouraged. There are brighter days ahead. I'm sure of it.
More generous.
Oh yeah, that's so me.
Hey there. Hope the pressure's not getting to you too much. You're trying to find out more information about Logan, huh? Well, ain't that cute? I'm afraid there ain't much more to know than what's already been known. But I suppose I wouldn't mind you proving me wrong on that. What? Yeah, I made this equipment. So what? I can't hardly be held responsible for everything that moves in and out of my shop now, can I? What are you implying, huh? You got a lot of nerve. I'm afraid there ain't much more to know than what's already been known. But I suppose I wouldn't mind, huh? So what if I did? What was I supposed to do? His mind was made up.
That's so
If you had half of mine left at all. I'm afraid there ain't much more to know than what's already been known. But I suppose I wouldn't mind you proving me wrong on that.
Thought of it like that.
Look, I was close with Howlett and Logan as well.
Hear that, folks?
What happened to that man was a gosh dang travesty. But that's just the way things are out here sometimes. All it takes is one slip up, and you're gone. I always considered myself to be like an uncle to Logan. I would have taken him in, but I guess he didn't see it that way. I worry about what Logan might do, and I worry about how the more things escalate, the less likely I'm ever gonna see that pup I used to know ever again. There ain't gonna be an amicable settlement at the end of all this, so don't over-involve yourself. Be seeing ya.
No answer? No?
Oh, hey there. Here for the ceremony, huh? Well, this is it. I paid an arm and a leg getting advertising all the way out to Atara. And this is the turnout. Logan. Why couldn't he have blown up the water tower next week? Or better yet, not at all? Well, on the bright side, since there's no one here, there's no one to see how miserable of a failure this is. Thanks for coming out to show your support. I'm sure you've still got plenty to do after the attack. It means a lot. This ain't the end of the world, though. Maybe once the Civil Corps finally catch that no-good-Nick, I'll paint the sleds a different color and rebrand the whole thing or something. I even had this gift specially picked out for my first customer, and I guess my first customer is you now, huh? I guess technically Burgess was here first, but his beliefs wouldn't allow him to accept a relic. Here you go. Oh, speaking of Burgess, he wanted to talk to you. He feels responsible for getting the ball rolling on this thing, I guess. I mean, this is nobody's fault but Logan's, but I couldn't convince him otherwise. Catch you later. We'll get him next time.
Hey there. Gosh, real shame about all this. It seems like this whole entertainment thing blew up in our faces, and it's all my fault. If I just hadn't bothered with that darn survey. Well, I suppose one could blame Logan, as his antics did scare everyone away from the ceremony, but oh shucks, let's call it 50-50. What's more, I realized that my survey, which was intended to support the need for giving people in town a rest, actually ended up putting you builders back to work. Well, I'm real sorry that things turned out like this. Foresight is not your strong suit. Miguel always says that about me. If it means anything, I did want to tell you that I think you did a really great job on the sand sled thing, even if nobody showed up. All the stuff you've been doing for Sandrock, well, a lot of people appreciate it. We're all rooting for you. So, I saved up some money and got you a week-long pass to ride on Katori's sand sled game as many times as you want. I got one for Mian, too, since you guys have been working so hard lately. Well, have fun. Be careful, those sleds can get real speedy.